Well, Tom, we did one of these at the beginning of the season, so now that we're approaching the final month of the regular season, I figured this could be a little bit of a State of the Union, look back, reflective sort of thing. So first, I wanted to hear just the biggest areas of the offense that you feel like have progressed since earlier this year.
Well, I think our overall communication has improved. It's sometimes challenging from week to week to see the different things that have improved over the course of the years, because there's a lot of things strategically that change, but we have a very competitive group of guys, a very hard-working group of guys, and I know we haven't won all our games. I'm wishing certainly we have, but that's not the reality of what's taken place. But we have a lot of football left to play, and I'm hoping that all the work we've done has really set the table for this point in the season, and this is the time where we've all got to put everything aside, focus on what we need to do in order to be our very best, and if we do that, I think we'll all be happy with the outcome.
And what are the biggest things that you would like to see improvement on in this final month? Essentially those goals for you individually, the offense overall, the team overall, those things that in this last month of the regular season you'd really like to see improve.
Well, I'd say everything needs to improve. Run efficiency, pass efficiency. I think we've done a great job with penalties over the course of the season. I think I can certainly do a better job with protecting the football and not turning the ball over. That's a big point of emphasis for me. Again, our communication up front between myself and the offensive line, myself and the receivers, us being on the same page so that we can execute at our very best, that's going to be very important. So I don't think there's too many things where like, hey, we got everything figured out, it's all perfect. That's not typically how it goes. It's not how it goes with all of us yet. Hopefully we can get to that point. But I think in the meantime, we're going to just keep working hard to do the best we can do, and hopefully that's good enough.
If you could go back and tell yourself something before the season started, any advice for yourself or things that you wish you would have been able to know back then, what do you think it would be?
Wow, I mean, that's a tough question, and I think that these games come so quickly, and it was we got into it right away. Game one actually meant something, and it meant something for everyone. And my first opportunity on the road, new team, going up against the Saints, good team. And there's a lot of learning that's gone on since then. So first drive of the game, we went down and scored. Didn't finish the game as well as we were capable, and we've been battling. And I don't think that I think we're a very confident team. At the same time, we realize we've got to put the work in order to give us the confidence, the anticipation, so that we can go out and play well. And if we don't play well against good teams, you're going to get beat. That's the reality of the NFL. And our focus is on our preparation, our practice, giving the right energy, coming out there with excitement, and going out there and trying to play our very best.
And I know something you take pride in is not just your X's and O's play, but the idea of being a leader of the team. And I was wondering, after 20 years in the league and then you join a new team, has your leadership style changed with it being a new team, or maybe even as this season has gone along? Is there anything that you did differently, or do you feel like that's something pretty consistent over the course of your career?
Well, I try to be probably consistent with that, and I guess the word would be natural, and what really works for me and my natural leadership style. And I think other guys could probably speak to that, but I always hope that my voice is heard, and when I say something, I mean it. I think we all have high expectations. I have high expectations for myself, and ultimately our job is to go out there and perform well. So whatever we need to do in the meantime over the course of the week to perform well is what matters most.
And how have you seen Antonio Brown pick up the playbook and hop onto a new team? And what comfort level do you feel like you've reached with him on the field in terms of chemistry? Because I know that's always something that can take a little bit of time. And so in these few weeks that you've had with him, how much do you feel like that has already been built?
Well, we definitely have a friendship, and he's someone that I really think highly about and want to see him succeed. You come into a group with a great receiver group with Mike and Chris. Scotty's been productive, Tyler, Justin, and you add him to the mix, and he's embraced the opportunity. He's been productive when he's been out there, and I got to keep finding ways to get him the ball.
I know it's been a while since you've been in school, but we're going to do a fill in the blank here. Don't worry though, this is not a pass fail, not a right wrong answer, but
good, because I didn't pass many of those when I was in school, so.
Okay, good. We'll see if hopefully this goes better. All right, so this team will go deep into the playoffs if, and then fill in the blank.
Well, if we work hard and commit to one another and we're selfless, and then when it comes to the game we perform well and we don't turn the ball over.
So just one or two things. Yeah, I can see this was you had to give a long answer.
I don't think there's one thing. I think there's a lot. So
yeah, that's true. All right, and then finally, it's holiday season. So I want to hear what are some of the Brady family traditions, and I also want to hear, are you a good or bad gift giver?
I think I'm a pretty good gift giver. I think probably long and hard about what I should be giving people. So there's a lot of people that I like to thank at the end of the year who have really supported me over the course of the year, and it's nice to you know, let your generosity show and show some appreciation for the people who have you know, helped me reach my dreams and support me in reaching my dreams. And any special holiday things, I try to make biscuits on Christmas like my grandma used to. So I'm not a great chef by any means, but I could bake a little bit.
Considering you ended up on a team with a coach whose motto is no risk it, no biscuit, and that is your one thing that you can make, I feel like that's a sign.
How about that? That's pretty good, I know. I got to bring him some biscuits, see if he gets the approval of those. I think he'll like them.